This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the UCLA Bruins and the NC State Wolfpack. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bruins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running inside, it's Scott. Brought down wide at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Turning it on! A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw in the RPO.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Imaliava. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Pulls it in, it's Jackson.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the move, it's Knight. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Here's Ucla to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Now Ucla. Looking deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. The pitch to the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Throws toward the end zone. Makes a catch. And he will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Thomas. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The run inside. It's Scott. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it was already tough enough, and that false start just makes matters worse on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a break.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running inside, it's Knight. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Now, he's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Bruins are flying down the field. Tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Gets the back moving. Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
And NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Seven-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds room. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, NC State!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Turning it on! They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Imaliava. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, it's 3rd and short. The offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's going to get loose. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The run inside. It's Knight. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Tight end now in motion. Play fake. Iamaleava. Blasted as he lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run it to the right side. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Complete to start this drive. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Scott.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. Looking for space. It's Scott. There's some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the backup running back here early in the second half just absolutely go to work. And after that fumble by the starter early in the game, the coaching staff decided to give him a rest. They're now riding the hot hand and giving the backup an opportunity, David. And by all accounts, this guy is taking full advantage of it.
Fastest way to lose your job is to turn the football over. You put it on the deck, man, it's fair game. And he fumbled. And this is what I love about football, man. Stay ready, right? You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. And he stayed ready. He's getting his opportunities, and he's making the most of them.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Pulls it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room. It's Knight. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Iamaleava. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Fields. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Gonna take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go right back downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing, throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's gone. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Bailey. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Running inside. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Rushes on him. They're working that left side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now Iamaleava. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, this has been a defensive war. You were just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick-6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the point after is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They'd love to put a long drive as they start from their own 21. Here's Ucla to throw. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Ucla. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Ucla to the air again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Deafening noise. Here's Ucla. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.